Hello, fellow people of the Earth. I am Deery50 from Runetooncraft Productions, and welcome to an episode of Iron Deery. This is episode number 9. We're starting out right away with the feud quest guide. Well, not quest guide, but the feud quest. I think I did a quest guide on the feud, actually, not that long ago, so if you need a quest guide on this, you can search my channel. But here's just a speed through of this. One of the main reasons I did this quest is I wanted to up my thieving level a little bit, and I wanted access to blackjacking, which is a quick way, kind of some people find it annoying, it's a lot of clicking, but it's a quick way of leveling up your thieving, and it's quite efficient, and you can actually make, I guess you could make money from it if you did it long enough, but I think I ended up making, like, you'll see it later in this video, I think I ended up making like 10k from it, so it's not that much, but anyway, yeah, here's the quest, defeating a Menophyte guy. I actually had trouble with him initially, so I had to use magic to kill him. Same with the bandit overlord guy. Yeah. But then I eventually did complete the quest, 50,000 thieving XP and a blackjack and the desert disguise, I guess, but I wanted a bit of a better blackjack, so I went ahead and did the rogue trader mini quest, well, part of it anyway, so I talked to this blackjack guy and got him to give Ali Moore saying the defensive blackjacks, but I still wanted to get the offensive blackjacks. I wanted the offensive maple blackjack. So I talked to him a bit more, and eventually I got him to give him offensive blackjacks. Then I went to Aubrey to do another part of the Rogue Trader mini quest, which is to get this rune box thing. And honestly, it wasn't as good as I thought it would be. It's really good for elemental runes because you can just get them quickly. And it's totally worth it because you can just fill out this really quick thing. It's like a really quick round of Sudoku, and it's really not that hard. And then, but these big ones, they're just a little bit too much. And for the reward, you don't really get a reward, to be honest. The runes are about, I think they're higher price than they are with other shops. But the only thing is there's no inflation. So you can buy as many as you want and the price will not go up. So yeah, I'd recommend doing the elementary rune boxes, but not the higher up ones. What element? I don't even know. The smaller boxes. So anyway, yeah, here's blackjacking. What you do is you just knock out the bandit, then you pickpocket them, and you just repeat. Sometimes you'll mess up and the bandit will attack you, so you'll have to run away, and then run back, so the bandit isn't angry at you anymore. And it's actually cool because there's a note guy there now, a guy who switches notes right in the center there. So if you just bring a bunch of noted food, you can unnote it, so you don't really, you can just replenish yourself with food. So I just brought some salmon that I fished when I was doing that big fish training thing. I think that was episode 5 or something, I forget now. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I got a few levels of thieving, and I definitely recommend this technique. It's a lot better than Master Farmer because it's just faster, and there's less mess. You don't mess up as much because, you can, but it doesn't happen as often. It's just easier, trust me. This requires more clicking. Okay, so I got around 50 thieving from the blackjacking. After that, I went to the hand camp, and I did this kind of off camera. I did it for a while off camera. I just got some money, and as you can see that money in the bottom right of my screen there. I tried a little resizable mode test here. It takes up so much hard drive space, and with the hard drive that I have right now, which isn't giant, it's hard to store. Like this little clip here is 5 gigabytes. Just think of how long like a 2-hour long clip is. It just won't store on the hard drive. But anyway, yeah, here I'm buying some rune items. I buy the rune plate legs, which is awesome. And then I actually try wielding it, but I don't actually have the defense level yet, which we're gonna fix just after this. But then I also buy the rune plate body because I have done Dragon Slayer, so I can wear that. And I didn't realize how many dragon square shields, anti-dragon shields, that Oziak sells. Is quite amazing, actually. I didn't know. But anyway, yeah, if I get a bigger hard drive at some point, maybe I'll be able to do more resizable mode, but for now I can't. So yeah, as you can see, my defense level was too low to wear the rune, so I did a few quests to fix that. First of all, I did the Merlin's Crystal quest. It's just you have to break this guy, Merlin, out of a crystal with Excalibur, and you have to get Excalibur from this person, and yeah. and then, you know, you go into this tower, and there's a person you kill. Oh yeah, by the way, you need bat bones for later in the quest, so kill a bat. And as you can see right there, for some reason I killed the bat but didn't pick up the bat bones. I felt emphatically stupid for that, so later on in the quest I had to go back and kill the bat and get more bat bones, so yeah. Lady of the Lake here tells you she has a test for you at Port Sarim. I go over there, and there's a person who's ill, and you give him bread, and then the lady gives you Excalibur. Then you can find something under this altar. Why did I go there again? Oh, there was a inscription that I had to use. So yeah, this is when I realized I didn't have the bat bones. I went to go get the bat bones and woken up this thing. It's like, hey, I'll help you. And then you smash the crystal, and then Merlin's like, yay. And then you get 6 quest points and Excalibur. The main reason I did this quest is just so I could do the Holy Grail quest. The Holy Grail quest is the one that's going to give you a bunch of prayer and defense XP. The prayer XP is pretty cool as well, but I was mostly doing it for the defense XP. And I guess I was doing it for both, to be honest, because the prayer XP, I definitely want to get 43 prayer, you know, kind of soon, because once I start doing barrels in this account, that's just going to be awesome, you know? Barrels in an Iron Man account. I mean, it's just awesome thinking of it. So I'm preparing myself for just a little bit of a fight here. It's not that... I didn't need that much food actually for it because I just kind of safe spotted it. And yeah, you'll see that soon. You teleport to this Fisher Island or whatever. And I splashed quite a lot in this guy. This guy does not like magic. Or he just, you know, he pretty high defense against magic. So I splashed a little bit. Wasted quite a few runes, but in the end, you do have to kill him with Excalibur. So, you know, you gotta switch back eventually. It was a little bit difficult, but afterwards, I jumped in and finished off this quest. Talked to this guy, and he's like, oh, I need help because I'm sick, and I need my person to take over. And I talked to this guy, and he's like, oh, okay, talk to this person. Or find this person, and you can brought the sacks right over here. And for some reason, he's in the gnome camp. It's the soon-to-be Fisher King of the Fisher Realm. Yeah. So then you go back, and everything's looking nice and dandy, and then you talk to him, and the Holy Grail's up here. And you can take the Holy Grail, and then you can give it to him, and you get 11,000 prayer XP and 15,000 defense XP, which is a good amount, really good amount. And I got the rune armor. And then I decided to buy a rune sword as well, right here, along with a cape for some reason. And then I started some Slayer because I haven't done any Slayer yet. Well, other than this Anku everywhere, look at that. My first Slayer task was Anku, and I don't really have the levels to fight them with melee yet, so I did buy some runes, and I safe spotted the Anku. There's only 25, I think, I had to fight, but the cool thing about getting Anku this early on is my Slayer level went up quite a lot, because Anku's a decently high-leveled beast, but, you know, they give a lot of Slayer XP for those early Slayer levels, and since I only had level 9 Slayer and I got that from the Baroque Museum mini quest, you know, it was a good little boost. Good little starting out boost. And I did get a hard clue scroll at one point. Just look at it. A Mystic Fire Staff, Diamond Bracelet, and Rune Boots. There's no way that's happening. The only thing I really had was the Diamond Bracelet, but the Mystic Fire Staff, there was no way I was going to get it, you know. So, I mean, you know, I couldn't really do a hard clue scroll. It was the first hard clue scroll that I got in my Iron Man. So, I mean, that's, I guess, something, but, you know, there's no way I could do it. Anyway, I finished that assignment. I think I ended with like 11 or 15 Slayer or something. And then I talked to Vanica, and the next assignment I had was Hill Giants. So yeah, here's actually episode 2 of my Iron Man Let's Play. This is the first time I fought Hill Giants. I was training magic on them, so I just thought I'd bring that in as a bit of a flashback. You guys should, if you're just joining me, you definitely should watch some of my early on episodes, because I really have covered pretty much everything I've done on my Iron Man account since the beginning. And I think that's pretty cool. I brought a lot of food thinking I'd need it. Apparently I didn't. By the way, we're back to episode 9 now. Apparently I didn't, and I kind of wasted a bit of tuna, but oh well, learned my lesson. At this point, I'm pretty high-leveled enough to kill hill giants and not get damaged that much. Here's a full inventory of limproot roots, pretty much, and that's pretty cool. The only thing I need now is a lot more Terrorim, and I can get some more strength potions. Herblore is something I definitely have to level up at some point, which means I'm pretty much just going to be, I'm going to have to spend some time getting some herbs. And I have a few ways of doing that, which we'll go over later in other episodes. Chaos Druids is obviously one of them. Another way of doing it is Miscellanea. And Miscellanea is something that's going to be, I guess it could take a while to get, but if I set my mind to it, I can probably get there pretty quickly. And miscellanea definitely help out. The only thing it does require is quite a lot of money. But it'll give me herbs. So, 78 Earth Warriors, I think it says. I don't know, the preview screen's pretty bad quality. But for Earth Warriors, crush attacks do more damage for them, so I bought a rune mace from Scavrow's rune store. And I'm using that now for the Earth Warriors. And the Earth Warriors are a little bit... They're kind of scary because they're in the wilderness. Just in the wilderness a little bit. And I did at one point run into a PKer, but I managed to teleport away. I didn't get that on video, unfortunately, because I wasn't recording the whole thing. Because I was running a little bit out of hard drive space. I did get a looting bag. A looting bag is going to be really cool, especially if I do green dragons, because I can just put everything in the looting bag and I can store quite a lot more. Definitely have to watch out for PKers, though. So there's 47 strength. I did get a Ronar seed at some point as well, which is pretty cool. And there's 48 strength right there. I did have to bring a lot more food than I did for the hill giants for this one, definitely. They did quite a lot more damage on me than the hill giants did. So I did bring more. After I was done, I decided to pick up just a few red spider eggs for the heck of it. I don't really understand this achievement diary stage thing. It was kind of weird. Because like it kind of went back to normal. I don't know, to be honest. But I picked up a bunch of red spider eggs just because eventually I need them for Herblore, but not at this point. I got hill giants again, so I did a bunch of that. I think I ended up with 29, 28. Maybe it wasn't that high. I'm not sure. This is the end of that inventory. I think it was 78 or so hill giants. So I talked to Venica, and the next task I had was a hobgoblins. So that's pretty much when I decided to stop Slayer for the day and moved on to something else. So yeah. And there's a clue scroll. I got some Narda teleports, a Highwayman mask, and some trout. No, all kind of teleports I have are really, really useful on an Iron Man because there's no way of getting them on the Grand Exchange. The Highwayman mask kind of just looked a little bit ridiculous on my account because it's got black hair, and when I wear the Highwayman mask, it almost looks like the hair is covering my face more. If I was bold, the Highwayman mask would look cool, but other than that, probably not. So I decided to do a little bit of wood cutting, and I stopped when I got 41 wood cutting because that's what's required for rune axes. And I'm hoping to eventually do Lost City and get that rune axe. But I do start out with Priest in Peril. And this is a, decently, not really that hard quest, to be honest. You just kind of do a lot of running around, which is annoying. But pretty much, you gotta rescue this little monk guy, and this monk guy's like, hey, let's do this stuff, and then unlock Caniphus area. So I did that, and finished the quest. And Alan Mosaine, of course, is still not happy with the stuff he's selling, even though I've helped him quite a lot. But I go ahead and open another rune box. Did take quite a while again. But like, I was surprised the price of, look at 264 coins for a law rune. That's quite a lot. Yeah. Okay, every other like elementary rune costs like 3 coins, and that's it, or like 4 coins. But I mean, the law runes and nature runes cost so much, so there's no way I'm doing that again. I'm going to be doing the small boxes. I'm not going to do the high level boxes. The small boxes will give you runes that are like 4 coins each, and but they're obviously not as good runes. But there's no price inflation. So anyway, then I decided to do a little bit of fletching to get my fletching level up. I think I stopped at like 25. And yeah, that's about it for this episode, guys. Did quite a lot this episode. I kind of had to end it. It might have ended a little bit abruptly, but I only have around 100 gigs left on my hard drive, and I need to clear up. I need to render this episode out, get it up on YouTube, and clear out that the space for it so I can record some more. So yep, they're a decently sized episode, around 14 minutes. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Here's a little going through my bank. Still looking at that Dragon Med helm. But yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.